Today, everybody, is Sunday, which means it's flea market day, and of course, I'm gonna be going. And what figures am I looking for exactly? I'm not sure. But every time I go, they always have some great figures, so I'll see you there. Okay, so we made it to the flea market. Now the question is, which booth did we go to first? And now the first booth that we came to, guys, actually has some new figures today. Usually it's the same, but he said he got about 50 new ones. And the one that I noticed over here is this, I believe, New 52 Batman. I think that's what they were called. And I gotta say, it does look pretty great, especially with that original box. I'm loving this thing. And then as we get a little bit higher, we've got like Ted the Geek from 16 Candles, as well as Pirates of the Caribbean. We've also got like Ant-Man and the Wasp, Hawkeye. And then over here, I noticed Ed and Ian up at the top, which is another really great one. Oh, and then speaking of original Batman, take a look up there, guys. This is the first ever Batman. It's a little high, otherwise I would grab it off the top, but that is super cool to see. Oh, and then with Christmas coming soon, I think, okay, here's what's happening, guys. I think all of the new ones are at the top here, so that's why we're so high. But for Christmas coming soon, I figure I might as well show it. The Grinch, another really great one. Now, Nate, oh, actually, I think this is the first time you've been in the video.
I don't think I've said hello today.
No. You see anything good here?
That Green Goblin one from, I think, Into the Spider-Verse, that was pretty neat.
Oh, yeah. Yes. That is a really neat one. They also made a 10-inch version, which I believe I had for a while. I don't know if I still have it. But yeah, really cool figure. Okay, so I did end up grabbing that Batman, and he gave it to me for a pretty good deal at $30. I didn't check the price, but I figured, hey, it's not bad, just a little bit more than retail. And now we came over to the next booth, which you guys know has a lot of figures. And now here is something new for the booth, guys. They've got a lot of the art series figures, and I think it's the first time I've seen a lot of them in person, like Pinocchio, as well as Donald Duck, Chip and Dale. And then up here we've got some of the Captain America, actually both versions of the Captain America. And then also over here to the right, we've got like Sally, as well as Jack Skellington, Catwoman, a lot of pretty good stuff. And now a little bit farther down, I noticed some interesting figures, like, you know, some Disney ones, as well as like Captain Underpants. And then over here, two brand new Stitch ones I don't think I've ever seen. Because there is the Annoyed Stitch, as well as Stitch in Cuffs. And I believe this one might be showing up at like Sunrise Records and FYE here in Canada, but I'm not exactly sure. Oh, and then right above that, I just noticed the original Dumbo, and it's funny because it's right next to the new one. And let me know, which one do you guys enjoy more? Oh, and then of course I've got to check my favorite corner over here that has the icons as well as ad icons. And then over here we've got Star Wars. And I don't know if there's anything that I'm really on the hunt for, but it's always good to check because, hey, you never know. Oh, and then up at the top here, take a look at these guys. They've got the Toy Tokyo exclusive Peter Pez, as well as Charlie the Tuna, Mimic the Monkey, Play-Doh Pete, some really great ones. And now just outside the booth, we decided to come over to the sodas to see if they had anything new. And Nate, something that we both really enjoy.
Say they have the Ben 10 sodas.
They do. And it's the first time I've ever seen it too.
Yeah, no, me too.
Yeah, guys, take a look at this. It's limited to 5,000 pieces with the international can, and I think I'm probably gonna have to grab a couple, and it looks like I think they only have 2 left. Yeah, we gotta get both. Okay, so I got every single Ben 10 soda they had. I mean, it was only 2, but still, it was fun to see them today. And now we came over to the next booth, which has a couple out-of-box figures like Scooby-Doo, as well as Mickey and Minnie. And then check this one out, guys. The original Robin Hood. That is a really cool one to see. And even though it doesn't have the box, I don't know. I might go for it. I really do like this figure. All right, now, everybody, we came over to King Dave's Collectibles, where you guys probably know, and if you haven't seen the flea market videos, this is one of the biggest booths for Pops. Like, I'm not kidding, guys. I'm over here, Nate's way down there, and there's still figures. And it also looks like they expanded a little bit because it used to go up to like this shelf here, and now if you look, it keeps going, and they even have some Black Friday still going on. Sales still going on. You know what I mean. And now one spot that I always like to check when I come to this booth is the Marvel section because you really never know what you're gonna find. And then up here we've got more of the art series one, Valkyrie's Flight, Venom comic cover. We've also got some other comic covers, and then of course there's DC ones over here. But I don't know. It's kind of hard because of how many figures they've got. And then over here, we've got like a bunch of the animation ones, which again is really fun to dig through. And then of course I love to take a look in the cabinet, and it looks like they've got a giant set of Masters of the Universe ones over here. And then we've got like Sherlock, DeMar DeRozan, some of the ones from Boondock Saints, and I think there are some new ones in here too, like the 70s Vision as well as Ironheart, the Chase. That one's really cool because it's glow in the dark and metallic. Oh, and then with the new game out, the God of War Kratos over here, and this one's really cool because he's completely blue. Now, Nate, you might not know either, but I don't actually know why he's completely blue.
Yeah, I'm not a big God of War fan.
No, I know some people that play it, and I know the new game just came out, but if somebody could let me know, please pop it in the comments. And now I found a section that I think you guys are really going to enjoy, because this is where they put a lot of their newer figures, like the DIY Groot, as well as a bunch of the Jeffrey the Giraffes, which is actually really cool to see. And then we've also got like the Tom Brady Prism card, and then this one over here from My Hero Academia, which is kind of an interesting one. And then down here in this row, guys, we've got a lot of Christmas ones, so like Coca Coca-Cola Santa, as well as the Coca-Cola Polar Bear, Mantis, Drax, Star-Lord, Yoda, and I'm wondering if this one is the error one with the full eyes. No, it's not. So kind of interesting, but I'm pretty sure I have both of those in my collection. I'm not exactly sure, but whatever. I have one of them already. And then we've got a bunch of the snowmen, as well as Howard, and this one here I think is from Jingle All the Way. It is. And then the last one we've got up here is a really great one, Groot with Present. Oh, and then on the other side here, it looks like Nate ran into some Transformers. Ooh.
Some of the retro toy lines, so they had Bumblebee and then Shockwave too.
Hey, and you know that there was also the original ones too, like from the movie. Oh, well, I guess these are technically the original ones, but the ones from the movies as well. I don't know if you like those.
Yeah, no, definitely. These ones are pretty neat though. I like the retro toy line in general.
Yeah, they're a little bit, I don't know, more colorful and a bit cuter too, and I think they look pretty nice, like translated into pops. And also, actually, sorry to cut you off there. Well, I'm cutting myself off. But over here, I noticed that they have some of the ones from the Addams family, and it doesn't look like they have Wednesday, but they do have Cousin It as well as Morticia, both from different versions. Oh, hold on, guys. There was a bit of a shadow. If you guys want to check it out a bit better, here it is. Oh, and then of course, guys, I've got to check out the cabinet over here by the cash, and it looks like they've got like Elton John, AC/DC, actually a bunch of different versions of Angus Young. And then up here, check this out, some of the Elf ones, and I know that there are new Elf figures coming soon, so I'm trying to finish off the collection, and I believe the only one that I'm missing is that massive one they sell over at Walmart now, which I have not been able to find. Now, I came over to the rotating cabinet where they've got a lot of their signature figures, and one of them that I noticed is missing is the one signed by me, so whoever got that, congratulations. But then also, take a look at this, guys. We've got the signed one, it's Jason Voorhees, which looks really great, but then the one that I'm looking for is the Pikachu signed by the voice of Ash, and then it says I choose you at the top. I've got to get this. Oh no, guys, while I was cashing out, I noticed these up at the top. Check it out. We've got some of the older Wacky Wobblers, and then to the left, the original Spastic, well, actually, they're called Fantastic Plastic characters now, but if you're ever wondering what those pops are based off of, it's those guys on the left there. Okay, so I've got to say, guys, we have been doing pretty good so far, and now Nate and I are starting to look for Pokemon, because I think that's the main reason you came today, right? Oh, whoa, never mind, it's right here. And now the main cards I'm looking for today are Pikachu ones, and I noticed this one down here, as well as the Build-A-Bear Workshop promo. Ooh, I might have to go for something. And now we actually pulled out a couple of the graded cards for us, and one that I'm looking at here, guys, is the Shadowless First Edition Red Cheeks Pikachu. It's a 6, but also a really cool card to have in the collection, and depending on how much it is, I might go for it today. It's kind of crazy, but I might do it. Okay, so I didn't end up grabbing the Red Cheeks Pikachu yet. I'm still debating on that one. The problem is he said it was $400, and I didn't know I was going to be spending $400 on a Pokemon card for today. So I ended up getting 2 other Pikachus that I needed, and like I said, I might be back over there. Now we came over to the next booth that has Funko Pops, and one thing that I noticed, so they've got some pretty interesting ones that I don't see very much here at the flea market. Like over here on this side, the White Castle slider, as well as Pringles and Hot Tamales, and I believe they're selling them for 12 bucks each, which is honestly a pretty great deal. And then over here at the same booth, guys, we ran into some Pokemon mystery packs that they're putting together, and of course, we've got to try our luck. Now, we came over to Retro Nostalgia, and while we were here, guys, they had a bunch of new stuff, like these ones over here, as well as the Halloween Michael Myers cover. Oh, that one also glows in the dark. Okay, that's pretty cool. And then if you want to check out behind that, they've got their giant wall of figures, and I don't know if there's anything that I'm really on the hunt for today, but that Michael Myers does look really nice. And just like that, everybody, we are back. And now I did end up grabbing some pretty cool stuff, and I believe it was 2 Funko Pops, I think so. Oh no, that's not true. I ended up grabbing 3 Funko Pops because there was one out of box. And I think we'll start with that one. It was actually the Disney version of Robin Hood, and I actually ended up getting him for like $5. And now I know this figure has a lot of scuffs, but I still wanted to grab it because it was $5, and because it had so many scuffs, I brought down a magic eraser to see if I could get them off. Because if you don't know, this is actually a really great way to do it. So let me show you guys there. On the side of his face, there's a pretty large black scuff there, and let me see if I can get that off just from rubbing it slightly. Okay, everybody, it is almost gone. Hold on, hold on. I just got a little bit more to get off. Okay, wow, that was super easy, and if you guys take a look at it, there is no more scuffs. Not too bad. And I do understand that there's a lot more scuffs on this figure than just right there, but it'll be a little project for me. I'll see how much I can get off. And now next up, I did end up grabbing some Pokemon cards. And the ones that I wanted to show you guys were these singles that I got. I ended up grabbing this Trainer Gallery Pikachu, which I was actually super excited about, as well as, yeah, this bad boy right here. And now I'm gonna be honest, I do already have this card in my collection, but it's actually inside of my Brilliant Stars binder and not inside of my Pikachu one, and I believe it was like 10 bucks. Nothing too crazy, so I figured I might as well grab another one. And then this one here I didn't have in general, and also I'm not really collecting this set. Like, I haven't bought many packs from this one. one. So I figured, why not? Let's go for it, because otherwise it'd probably be a lot of packs I need to buy to get this specific card. And so I think total for these two, it was something like maybe $20, nothing too crazy. And here in Canada, that's like 3 packs, so I can't really complain. Oh, and then you guys also saw that I grabbed this here, the mystery Pokemon pack. Let's crack it open. Now, if you're curious on a price, these were $10 each, and I believe it comes with 1 booster pack, possibly 2, as well as a couple other small gifts. And let's see here. Okay, we've got, oh, is that a Brilliant Stars pack? I think it is. And then the card that I got, the random V card, was this Decidueye, which honestly isn't too bad. And then I also got a random sleeve from, I believe this is Champion's Path. And then we've got a metal damage counter, which is pretty nice. Actually, I stand corrected, this is a poison counter. And then we've got these cards here, which is, again, nice throw-ins for like 10 bucks. And then I was right, guys, it was a Brilliant Stars pack. So I think just for fun, let's crack it open, see if we got anything good. Alrighty, we've got a white code card, so it's just gonna be a trainer gallery. And I feel like every time I open up cards with you guys, I get nothing good. All I got was a reverse holo Trapinch. Oh, come on. Well, what are you gonna do? And keeping it Pokemon themed, I did end up grabbing that signed Pikachu, and if you guys want to take a look at it, I mean, it really is nice. If you guys don't know, it's signed by the voice of Ash Ketchum, and I believe it is the English dubbed version, who is Veronica Taylor, and I love that she wrote I Choose You at the top. It's a nice little detail. And then I did also notice on the bottom of the pop, like underneath, inside of the protector, there was also this. So she must have went to, actually, I remember, maybe it was last year she went. Anyways, it was over at Niagara Falls Comic-Con, and there was actually a certificate of authenticity in there. So honestly, pretty nice that it was included, and I don't know how much her signature goes for normally, but she might not even be at Comic-Con next year, so to get this one for my Pokemon collection was really cool. Especially because I have every single Pokemon Funko Pop. To get one signed, it's almost like getting a brand new figure. Now, everybody, we've got 2 more things inside of the box. We've got the sodas that I grabbed, both Ben 10 ones, and I'm actually super excited to see if I got that chase. Or at least I think it was a decent deal. I haven't actually looked up the price yet, but I figured $30 for this previous exclusive New 52 Batman, you really can't beat that. It's also another Batman that I did not have in the collection, and I believe I have like, ooh, it's gotta be like at least 60 at this point. So when I do find one I don't have, it's pretty surprising. And now let me scan this in on the Funko app to find out exactly how much this thing's worth. Because if I were to guess, it's probably around the $30 mark. Okay, it's only 16, which isn't too crazy, but then again, that's USD, so it's more like $20 Canadian. Okay, I paid a little bit too much for it, but still, it's a really nice figure. And also, I do want to say that I think it's worth it to pay a little bit extra for a figure that you can find in person and see exactly what the box looks like, instead of it being shipped to you and you don't know what's going to happen there. And with it being a figure from 2015, it's got a pretty clean box. And if you guys want to check out the back side here, there was also 2 other figures released at the same time, which was Superman as well as Wonder Woman. And so maybe if I ever see those figures, I could try to go for them as well, but for now, I am totally happy with my Batman. And now, everybody, it is time. Let's get into the Ben 10 sodas, or actually, more accurate, the Ben Tennyson sodas. And if you guys don't know what the chase is for this one, it's actually a really cool figure because it is Heat Blast, a completely different mold. And so that's why I really wanted to grab as many as I could today, because I'm hoping to get both the chase and the common, because I know they're gonna look amazing. And so here we go, everybody. Let's find out what I got in the first one, which is, ooh, it's looking just like Ben. But the good news is I don't have any of this figure in the collection, and I definitely needed this one for the set, so hey, I'll take it for the first one, but this one here, it better be that chase. Oh, and actually, before I move on to the next one, I gotta say, Funko did a really great job with the Omnitrix on his arm. It looks pretty much exactly like it. And so now, everybody, it is time for the second one, and fingers crossed I can get Heat Blast. I mean, I really just need him for my set at this point. I don't want to have to buy more of them. Okay, so here we go. Come on, come on, come on, come on. It's another Ben 10. I'll see you guys tomorrow.